This amazing artist one day discovered that he had a special talent. Everything he drew on paper became real and tangible. He draws what he wants and he gets what he draws. One day, this artist drew a beautiful woman, hoping that she would become his wife. He painted her as he wanted. Then this happened. Hello, my dear family. Peace be with you. Today I have brought you the most popular movie called King of Painting, which was released in 2025. My family, please help us by liking the video. Without wasting time, let's go to the movie.
Yes!
The story starts with Juan, a young man who is very poor and cannot pay his rent. He is an artist, and even though he makes some money from his art, it's not a lot. We see him on the street, painting a picture of a pretty girl. When he finishes, she is impressed by the painting. Just as he's about to begin a new painting, a fancy car drives up. Inside is the wealthiest person in the village. Juan was shocked to see that the man was with his ex-girlfriend. The rich man intentionally embarrasses Juan in front of her. He throws money at him and makes fun of him. Here you go, this should be enough for all the money you made today. Juan lost control of his anger, grabbed his belongings and went to his old car. Juan goes back to his village, which is full of artists, art galleries, and houses of painters. As he was about to enter the house, the landlord asked for the rent he had not paid before. Juan threw the money to the landlord and entered the house. The next day, Juan went to a large gallery, a place where he hopes to show his artwork one day. Every day, he goes to the gallery owner and asks him to support his painting. He gives some money, but the owner laughs and says it's not enough to cover even a small part of the wall. He leaves Juan and goes upstairs. Juan followed him up the stairs without giving up. The gallery owner tried to discourage him by repeatedly telling him that his paintings were not beautiful and would not be suitable for the gallery. But Juan insisted that he would not give up and that one day he would succeed. Then Juan went to the massage parlor where his girlfriend was working. His girlfriend Tian is blind. She became blind because of an eye issue many years ago. Tian is blind, and the only job she could get is as a massage therapist. Sadly, this job makes her vulnerable to bullying, and some people there exploit her blindness. Juan sees someone bothering her and quickly gets back at them by doing the same thing they did to her. He asks them if they understand how the girl feels. He hopes they will feel bad about what they did, but instead, they team up and hit him. After the fight, Juan and Tian go to her apartment, where she takes care of his injuries. Juan is making it sound worse than it is when he says, "I beat them all up really badly." Tian, who heard the attackers yelling, says, "Yes, I heard them in pain from being hit," not knowing it was really Juan who was shouting. Juan surprises her with a gift, some shoes, and she really likes them. They dance together for a bit, and just as Juan leans in to kiss her, for some reason, she suddenly hears someone else in the room. She asks, "Who is that?" Juan quickly replies, "Just a friend who got kicked out. He's staying with me." He asks his friend to close his eyes, but Tian feels uneasy and leaves. Later, Juan and his friend head up to the rooftop to drink some sauce, get completely wasted, and eventually pass out. Out of nowhere, a spaceship appears above them. Juan wakes up in panic and tries shaking his friend awake, but he's totally unconscious. The ship hovers right above their neighborhood. Juan watches as a girl steps out of the spacecraft. She looks like a cartoon and points at two others who join her. It seems like they came there just to draw. Juan attempts to take a picture, but he forgets the flash is on. The aliens notice, instantly disappear with their ship, and leave behind a small object. When Juan checks it, he discovers it's a pen. Since he's an artist, he decides to keep it and goes to sleep. The next morning, Juan wakes up shaken by what he remembers. His friend jokes, asking if he's dead or just tired. When Juan starts explaining what happened on the rooftop, his friend surprisingly finishes the story for him. Juan is stunned, thinking his friend saw it too, but the friend says Juan mumbled everything in his sleep. Before going to bed, Juan even drew the three aliens. Realizing his friend won't take him seriously, Juan goes outside to paint people on the street. When he runs out of a certain color and can't find a replacement, he remembers the alien pen and decides to try using it. He tests it on a separate sheet of paper, and the drawing instantly becomes real. Shocked, he draws an apple next, and it also materializes. Thrilled, he eats it to confirm it's real. Excited, Juan rushes to show his friend what happened, presenting the bitten apple and explaining that he drew it into existence. His friend laughs it off and eats the rest, insisting Juan must be crazy. To prove his story, Juan draws a gold bar, but it doesn't transform right away. His friend throws the paper out the window in annoyance. Suddenly, they hear an old man yelling. The paper hit him. He scolds them for throwing bricks, notices the real gold bar, pockets it, and walks away. That's when Juan's friend finally believes him. He urges Juan to draw an even bigger gold bar, which Juan does, leaving them both stunned. Living in a cramped room, Juan decides to draw an enormous palace. As soon as he finishes, a massive palace appears in the middle of the city, baffling everyone. Police arrive, confused since the area had been empty minutes earlier. When the officers try to enter the palace, Juan and his friend realize the trouble they've caused. Juan attempts to erase the drawing but doesn't know how. Then he finds a delete button on the pen. He presses it, and the palace disappears instantly, shocking everyone who witnessed it. Back in their room, Juan's friend insists he draw money, about 200 million won. His friend tries drawing numbers, but nothing happens. Juan takes the pen and draws stacks of bills, flooding their room with cash. Later, the building owner complains about the mess around the property. As he begins scolding them, Juan and his friend suddenly appear dressed in flashy, clown-like outfits they assume rich people wear. In front of everyone, Juan hands the landlord a huge sum of money, calling it rent for the next century. The landlord is speechless. Soon, neighbors see Juan arriving in 3 luxury cars with girls who keep him entertained. He goes to a high-end real estate agency to buy the palace he always wanted. There, he runs into his ex and her boyfriend arguing about buying a modest villa worth only 15 million. Juan casually asks for 2 palaces in the city's most prestigious area and pays in cash. His ex instantly regrets leaving him. That night, Juan surprises his blind girlfriend, Tien, by taking her to the palace he bought for her. She already knows about it because the whole city has been talking. Although the surprise is ruined, Juan continues with the celebration. Guests fill the hallway to congratulate her, and since she can't see, Juan brings someone to describe every detail of the palace to her. When he proposes, Tien rejects him and walks away. Juan follows, asking if she doesn't love him. She says she does but refused for his sake. She doesn't want him to be ashamed of marrying someone blind when he could choose anyone. He insists he isn't rich and that everything came from his artwork. She assumes he became famous for his talent, but then he tells her the truth about the magic pen. Tien then asks him to draw her a pair of eyes so she can see. Juan agrees and sketches beautiful eyes. They wait for the drawing to come to life, but instead of going to Tien, the eyes appear on Mongfa's shoulder, horrifying everyone. They quickly erase the eyes. Wondering if drawing an entire face might prevent misplacement, they decide instead to draw Tien's full body with eyes already in place. Takes 5 hours. When they finish, nothing happens at first. Feeling tricked, Tien leaves, only to vanish at the door and reappear inside the painting with her new vision. It worked. Juan takes her traveling around China. Mongfa also finds love with the TikToker he once admired. Life changes completely. Juan finally gets an art exhibition. His paintings, once ignored, sell for high prices at auction because people now believe he is a genius artist. But the truth is that the pen doesn't create things out of nowhere. Tien's new eyes came from a famous actress who suddenly went blind during filming. The money Juan created matched missing cash from a bank, recorded on security cameras as it vanished. Even the cars are suddenly snatched from people. Police were desperate to solve the mystery. Meanwhile, Li Changyi grows jealous and starts digging into Juan's sudden wealth. When he learns about the bank theft, he reports Juan to the police. They trace the serial numbers on the money Juan used to buy property, confirming they were stolen. Police interrupt an art auction to arrest Juan and Meng Fa. They try explaining they didn't steal anything and can simply make things appear. Without revealing the pen, They tell the officers to request something. The police ask for a Ferrari. After asking the officers not to look at them, they summon a red Ferrari right inside the station. With no evidence of theft, they're released. The next evening, while they were at home, there was a knock on their door. They were so shocked that they thought the police officers they knew had come to them. Fearing it's the police, they open the door and find Wan's ex, who says her jealous husband, the painter Li Changyi, beat her. She apologizes for choosing money over love and says she's leaving him. Wan tells her she didn't do anything wrong. He was broken and unable to help her when her family needed support. He then explains everything about the magic pen. But Changyi had planted a hidden camera on her clothes and watched the entire confession. Now he knew the secret. Meanwhile, the police learned that the Ferrari the pen created disappeared from an auto expo, proving again that the pen steals objects from somewhere else. An officer goes to confront Wan, asking him to surrender the magic device, promising no punishment since magic isn't illegal. Wan readily agrees, but when they check the safe, the pen is gone. Changyi stole it. Using the pen, Changyi draws his dream art gallery, royal costumes, and even an imperial palace resembling China's ancient heritage. He ties up and tortures his wife, then draws a model from a magazine cover to make her real. The beauty queen vanishes from her pageant and appears in Changyi's hideout. His crimes make him easy to track. The police explain the pen transfers objects from other people, making him a thief. Changyi refuses to admit wrongdoing. His assistants tell him to draw a new planet where they can escape. He draws the alien spaceship, which appears instantly. The aliens descend, furious about being summoned, and demand their device. Changyi responds by drawing a tank and firing at them, but the aliens easily redirect the cannon. Their strength is far beyond human. They beat him, forcing him to surrender. One alien becomes enraged that the device was altered to look like a pen. He demands answers, and Wan steps forward, admitting he was the one who disguised it. Impressed by Wan's honesty, the alien says their world is just like this one, full of both good and evil. They decide to leave peacefully, but before going, Wan asks for one favor: return everything created with the pen to its original place. The alien agrees. Instantly, everything disappears, including Tian's borrowed eyes, the money, the clothing, and even basic items drawn earlier. Police and helicopters flood the area. Since their spaceship has also returned to its original planet, the aliens flee using their incredible speed. Police arrest Changyi and his assistants for abducting the beauty queen. Changyi's wife apologizes to Wan, saying she had no idea about the hidden camera. And so, the story of the magical pen ends. Life goes back to normal. No one wants Wan's paintings anymore. Tian reopens her beauty salon, and she and Wan eventually marry and have a beautiful child. The movie ends here. Please, my family, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.